Does the name Cooper mean anything to you?
Mm-hmm. Gary, Gladys, Henry, James Fenimore.
James Fenimore?
None of those.
Well, in that case, it's a guy that makes barrels, isn't it?
Oh, just tell him.
Kenny Cooper.
Oh, Kenny Cooper. Left Newcastle United last closed season to play in Italy. Transfer fee, £5 million, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
To be paid in instalments. The next instalment of £1 million is due this weekend. But if he doesn't show up...
There'll be no postal order.
He's disappeared. Last seen day before yesterday. He flew into Newcastle, had an appointment with a specialist at the RVI about his ankle.
The Italians sent him to Newcastle for treatment.
Cooper insisted on it, apparently.
Family haven't seen him, friends haven't seen him. It would appear he's gone walkabout.
You're not allowed to consult any representative of any football club, any journalist, or any of your colleagues. What?
Look, this is not just your average prime minister or some jobsworth diplomat. No, this is a footballer. A golden striker, so I'm informed.
The lad's a genius, sir. Born to bend a ball.
So let me get this straight. I've got to find this living legend, but I mustn't ask anyone who may know where he is.
It's called discretion.
What a performance tonight. Piss poor. Even by their standards, and that's saying something. You know what's lacking up there? Long-term investment. Been missing for at least 3 decades.
Been to the match, have you?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Well, I've been banned from the ground since 1988.
So where have you been?
I sat in the strawberry, had a pint. Manager lets us keep the window open so I can hear the roar of the crowd. It's canny like, and I get a report off the lads after.
Why were you banned?
Found out about my allergy. It's a strange thing. It only used to manifest itself when I came into contact with Middlesbrough supporters. It's a canny tune, that. Here we go.
It's not called Here We Go.
Is it not?
I might be able to get your ban lifted.
What do I have to do? I'm not apologising. I've already paid me fine off.
Help me find Kenny Cooper.
Where is he, like?
You don't know any other tunes.
That was a good tune. William Tell.
I wasn't William Tell, you were whistling.
It was.
I wasn't.
William Tell, da 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 da.
That's not William Tell, man.
It is.
Da 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 da. That's Robin Hood, that man. William Tell was the man. That was William Tell.
William Tell.
Yes, William Tell. William Tell.
Well, if it was William Tell, what was the Lone Ranger?
This is all a bit John le Carrier, isn't it?
Gillespie's orders. You're not here. I'm not here.
I'm not here. I'm in Seaham Harbour. It says so in my notebook.
Good.
You know me, the perfect spy.
What do you know about Kenny Cooper?
Latest and greatest in the long tradition of Newcastle United's legendary centre forwards. Hughie Gallagher, Albert Stubbins, Charlie Raymond, Jackie Milburn, Malcolm MacDonald, and most recently Kenny Cooper. Except now they call them strikers. Why, what's up? Like he's in some sort of bother.
He's disappeared?
Is that right?
Yes. There's £1 million worth of transfer money due at the weekend.
That could be a bit of a problem for Newcastle United if the money doesn't show up, like.
Slightly.
What with inflation and such.
Is this funny?
I think it's hilarious.
What?
I'm a Sunderland supporter, man. Charlie Buchan, Bobby Gurney, Rach Carter, Jimmy Montgomery. That's my tradition. If I was to so much as lift a finger to help Newcastle United, all my ancestors would come back and haunt us.
Thanks for your help, Terry.
Hey, just a minute. Whenever there's a big transfer deal, you kind of get moved for certain sorts of people. I'm talking about agents, minders, fixers all after the 10%. You've thought about that?
Yes, I've thought about it. Thanks.
What for? I didn't help. I'm not here. You're not here.
"76 trombones." What? That here we go. No. Any joy? I don't. So, where to now?
I'm going to Heaton. You're going to Gateshead.
Why am I going to Gateshead?
See your old friend, Walter.
Derby?
Left to do.
Fiddly things, business cards, you know. Crappy paper and such.
It's a bad tradesman blames his tools, Walter.
Hey, I take exception to that. I'm a bloody craftsman, me. I'm a ink artist.
Well, you used to be. I think the old mince pies must be gone. Do you want paint for this?
Hey, you. Follow me. What? He's my horse. Hey, not a word, right?
Come on, Walter, I'm in a hurry.
Swear it.
Aye, all right, I swear it. Not a word.
There now. Oh, ye of little faith. Copper knife full of that, eh?
Okay, yeah. Where did you get that from?
I'm here it. Right here. 8 years walk you're looking at there. Care to examine it?
Walter, if I had a hat, I would take it off to you. Retirement time for you, eh?
It's not with me, man. It's a supply job for... That'll probably be them now. Put the lid back on that, look, would you?
I need to look at your newspaper files for May and June of last year.
Newspaper files?
Mm-hmm. Old newspapers, you know, you stick them under carpets and things.
I'm sorry. I only do lost and found.
Lost and found?
Mostly dogs and cats. Sometimes budgies.
I'm doing research, you see, for an article. And,
I could ask Betty.
right, let's ask Betty.
It's 122, please. Thanks.
Need any help?
No.
Did anybody ever tell you the dead spit of Meryl Streep?
Get lost, dickhead.
Voice is similar as well. You don't fancy an evening out with a wealthy man, do you?
What was that word I taught you this morning?
Discretion?
That's right. Now go home.
You're not coming?
Nope.
He said he was a journalist.
He showed me his card.
Well, what was written on it?
I cannot remember. It was a bit difficult to read.
Well, concentrate.
That this had to be kept absolutely quiet. That it was of paramount importance that...
Hey, hang on a minute.
Under no circumstances whatsoever was there to be any heavy-handed police involvement. And look!
I've only asked you a couple of questions. You're not exactly under siege here.
He promised me he'd put his best operative on the case. Best operative, his words, not mine. The first thing his best operative does is come thumping in here, firing off all manner of questions at the very person who put the investigation in motion in the first place. Marvellous. Oh, very impressive.
I'm glad you're pleased.
Pleased? Have you any idea what is at stake here?
I can't imagine. I'd love to know, but I've been told not to ask.
Then let me tell you, officer. Millions. Yes. Millions of pounds.
Of which you stand to pocket, what, 10%?
12.5%.
12.5%, wow.
Sorry, you seem to regard all this as something of a joke.
Well, try looking at it from my end. I've been ordered to find somebody without talking to anybody. I mean, it's hard not to laugh at that, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Get me Clayton Street Police Station. Chief Superintendent Gillespie. I knew I should have hired that firm of private investigators. I knew it. But no, he said. Leave it to me, he said. Hello?
You can talk to your friends at the squash club. They can talk to you. But I'm not allowed to talk to anybody. I mean, other than a crash course in sign language, how am I supposed to do this job?
Look, I know it's not an easy one, this, but I'm in a bit of a corner. I promised.
Yeah, I've just been told all about what you promised.
I thought this would be right up your alley, Spender. The challenge. I thought you relished these missions impossible.
Missions impossible, I don't mind. But what I do mind is being roped in to do personal favours for other people's friends, sir.
Yeah, well, I don't really care how you read it, Sergeant, or how you feel about it, for that matter. As long as I'm in charge here, you'll do as you're told. Have you got that?
How long have you been keeping scrapbooks?
Since I was 8 years old. Yeah, I remember going up there in the 50s, standing in the lasers end. Freezing cold, but oh, happy as hell. All the old men in their cloth caps and coats. And if you wanted out sharpish, like emergencies or such, they'd all hold their hands up above their heads. Kid coming down, and you'd float right down to the front on a sea of hands.
Oh, yeah, but there's always a downside to all that, isn't there? Some drunken bastard taking a leak on the side of your leg and such.
Them were happy days.
Hello? Hello, Francis. Oh, I forgot. Tell her I'm sorry, will you? Yeah, I could do. All right, give me 10 minutes. Can I borrow these? Don't worry, I'll guard them with my life.
Aye, go on then.
I'm not much of a dad, really, am I? In fact, as dads go, I'm a complete 24-carat washout. Well, I was kind of hoping that someone might disagree.
Could have a vote.
We've been doing it at school. It's called the democratic process.
Hands up if you think Dad's a washout.
Well, I'll make that a landslide.
But hands up if you love him just the same.
What's in the bag?
Research.
What are you carrying it around for?
It's someone's pride and joy, and I promise to guard it with my life.
What is it?
Scrapbooks.
Can I have a look at them?
Well, it's not going to be of any interest to you, sweetheart. It's football.
She's in love with Kenny Cooper. Shut your face.
My daughter, a football fan. I'd never have believed it. How long's that been going on?
Since you started going to the match with Eric. The fascination with St. James faded pretty quickly, mind.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
But not the infatuation with Kenny Cooper.
Really?
Can I get you a drink?
Why?
Why not?
Good enough for me. Have a pint of lager.
2 pints of lager, please.
And a packet of pork scratchings if you're feeling flush.
Where's your mate?
Mate? I've got loads of mates.
The journalist.
Nah, I don't know any journalists, mate.
Well, he was checking our newspaper files this morning. You were with him.
Oh, him? Oh, you a journalist then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it takes one to know one, then, eh?
It's
So when I saw you sitting here, I thought I'd buy you a pint and share my problem.
Well, that suits me. I'm easy.
Your friend showed the girl on our desk a business card.
Yes?
She says the name on the card was Edgar Wallace. Now, to look at our files, he had to sign the book. The name on the book said James Fenimore.
Makes sense.
Does it?
He's obviously using two names, isn't he?
Well, he's your mate. What do you call him?
Mate.
And they all lived happily ever after. In prison.
Your stories always end like that. It makes them like real life, don't you, Dad?
Yeah. Only not quite as daft. Night-night, Ben. So, what do you know about Kenny Cooper?
No, just everything.
Just everything. Well, give me what you've got.
Right. Born Bedlington, 13th of the 9th, 1966. Star sign Virgo. Went to Bedlington Primary School. Favourite teacher, Mrs. Parkinson. Bedlington Comprehensive, best friend Davy Baxter. Both went to play for Newcastle United. Favourite drink, lager and lime. Person he'd most like to meet, Luciano Pavarotti.
Maybe that's why he went to Italy.
Isn't it called Colonel Bogey?
Colonel Bogey? It could be. Thanks.
Yeah. Give your mate this, will you? Tell him I'd like to talk with him. What did you say his name was?
I didn't.
Striker disappeared. Oh, man, have you gotten out smaller?
So what happened to discretion?
Nothing to do with me.
Wasn't it?
No?
From our sports correspondent, Richard Cowell. I'm told they pay well.
Well, if that's what you think, take me off the case.
Pending further information about your relationship with Mr. Cowell, I think that might be the best idea.
Fine by me. Hey, bastard, I want a word with you.
Hey, before you start, watch your language, eh?
What?
Dad, will you find him? It's Kenny, he's missing.
She come round dinner time bawling her eyes out. And what are you going to do about it?
Okay, sweetheart, I'll see what I can do. But first of all, we've got to get you back to school. Come on. Chop, chop. Go on down, I'll catch you up. This wouldn't have anything to do with you, would it?
What?
This!
What makes you think that, Nick?
I don't know, I can just smell something.
Can you? Well, it's just paper talk, that, man.
Just paper talk. I've just been suspended because of just paper talk.
What, on full pay?
Lock yourself in that toilet. I'm looking for Davy Baxter.
I'm Baxter.
So Kenny Cooper's gone missing, eh? Why, there's a surprise.
Wouldn't have any idea where he might be, would you?
I've a very good idea.
Want to share it with me?
What's it worth?
What's it worth? To you, nothing. To the club, quite a lot.
Forget it.
I'll find him eventually. It's just a process of elimination.
Can he ride foot?
Yeah, some of the time.
Sports desk, please. Richard Cowell. Richard, Davy Baxter here. This business with Kenny Cooper. Well, that depends. Is there a drink in it?
Because you've seen that on Match of the Day doesn't make it right. Once more try from you and you are off. Right? Carry on, please. Tommy, will you stop talking, take your boots off and get into the changing room?
Mrs. Parkinson.
Yes? Come on, boys.
I'm looking for Kenny Cooper. Think we could have a word?
Quick. Now keep quiet, all of you. Come on, hurry up. I'll not be a minute. Right? And what do you intend to do with Kenny if you do find him?
Nothing.
Who are you working for?
No one, really.
So why do you want to find Kenny?
Well, it would certainly stop my daughter from crying her eyes out.
That's the thing I love most and the thing I hate most.
What?
A lad with genius in his feet.
Beats being on the dole, surely.
All the parasites move in and the innocence goes.
Yeah, well, the innocence goes anyway, doesn't it? No matter what job you do.
Does it? Look, you can tell your daughter that Kenny is in excellent health. End of message.
Is that who I think it is? Kenny? I've just been talking to your landlady, Mrs. Parkinson. a lot of people out looking for you.
A man's entitled to a bit of privacy.
Well, that depends. Some of us sign pieces of paper, contracts and such, and we get paid a lot of money. And we give up our privacy.
Are you working for a newspaper?
No. I'm working for you, I hope.
Everybody's working for me. It's amazing.
Here's a telephone number. Suit yourself. It's a free country. Sort of. Ah, Mr. Cowell. Are they your own teeth?
Look, who are you working for?
My orders come direct from Italy.
From Italy?
From Italy. Now, why don't you go back to your little office, where it's nice and warm and safe?
You're cagey buggers, aren't you? You and your mate.
How many pints did he buy you? Hmm?
1 or 2? Or 3? Or was it 4?
What have I told you? Discretion. Hello. Hello, Kenny. Of course I can. When? Where? Yep, I know it. I'll be there. Ta-ra. Right. Tomorrow, I need that reporter out of the way.
What, out the way, out the way?
No, just out of the way. No violence.
You don't make things easy. I'm going to the dogs.
I won't say it.
By the way, I found out the name of that tune. Here we go. It's called Colonel Bogey.
It's not.
Hello, Stick. Long time no see.
Strange ways, wasn't it?
Enough said, Howson, enough said.
Still breaking legs?
I know. I'll put all that behind us. You still robbing banks, then?
It was building societies. It was never banks. And no, I'm finished with all that.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, do you want a piece then, or what?
I'll have 100 on 2.
A oneer, eh?
Yeah.
I hope this money's not soiled in any way, Stick.
I don't know, it's all brand new.
So I see.
If you've got a problem, I can take it somewhere else.
No, you won't.
£20 good scout.
I want to book a ticket to Bergen.
Yes, to see the Simmons here.
I want to speak to Mr. Kelly.
What's it about?
It's a scoop. A world scoop. I've got a car outside. We could use mine. Have you never heard of discretion?
Is she all over?
Nah. I've got a bone to pick with you.
What about?
Music.
Not sure about all this.
Aren't you? Why is that?
Talked to all sorts of people. Ticket collectors, taxi drivers, priests, and bees even. And the next day, I opened the papers, and there it all is.
Look. No wires, no tapes, no tricks. Relax, man. Nobody knows I'm here.
You're just like all the others.
Hello, whoever it is.
What a way to talk to your oldest friend.
Look! Now can we talk? Nice trainers.
I'm not wearing these from choice. Suddenly I'm playing football with a bunch of foreigners. Aye, fabulous players, great lads. But I don't remember saying this is what I want to do. It was all other people telling us this is what you're supposed to want to do. All the world's a deal. The trainers, the tracksuit, the words I speak, the inside of me head. All I want to do is play football.
Well, you pick up the paychecks, don't you?
Oh yeah, money's not a problem. But it never was. Like when I didn't have any, it wasn't a problem then. I mean, you got some, you spend it, you haven't, you don't. Dead simple. But not to them guys.
Them guys?
The fixers. The wheeler dealers. It's a different language they speak. We can play football. They can't. So we win in the end. You'll not see any lawyers or agents in the football annuals. But I'm there. Forever.
Yeah, I guess.
Didn't solve the big one, though. Had to come home to work that one out.
What's that in the northeast?
You can't stay. You can't leave.
I know, you don't have to tell me.
It's not that it's better than anywhere else. And some parts of Italy are really nice.
You can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy.
Hello, Alfie.
Don't bother taking your coat off. Once a thief.
No, I never robbed you, Alfie.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. The bet went down, so strictly speaking,
I'm not talking about the bet stick.
Where did you tumble it? Them notes was nearly perfect.
I know that. I've been waiting 8 years for Walter to get it right.
Jesus.
That's right, Stick. You not only pinched my money, but you put it about. So now the law's on its toes in case there's a sudden influx. My bloody influx.
I'm sorry, Alfie. I would never knowingly interfere with your influx.
Sorry's not enough.
Got a feeling something horrible's about to happen.
You're not wrong.
Hello, Alfie.
Spud, what brings you here?
Come to collect the rent.
This is your place.
What about you?
I've got some business with the man here.
What sort of business?
That's our business.
He's my man. That makes it my business. What's he done?
Something very, very stupid. Something that talking won't fix.
Wait outside.
Outside?
Out. From the top, eh? Look, Alfie, I can understand your grief over all this.
It's not just the grief. He made us look a fool. I can't be seen to let that go.
Let me sort it out, Alfie. I'll make sure he gets his arse kicked good and hard. Alfie, do you respect me?
Of course I do. I owe you a lot.
Well, I'm calling that debt in on this one.
How?
Never mind how. Don't you ever put me in that position again. You got that?
Got it. Thanks. Spud, you want the rent?
I'll take it out of your wages. That way I know it's not monopoly money.
I know I'm off the case officially, but I've found him.
Cooper?
Mm-hmm.
Where is he?
I'm not telling you.
What?
Until you promise me you'll do something.
Am I hearing this? Am I hearing this? You can't make conditions, can you?
Not conditions. Suggestions.
Offer your suggestions.
What is he? Kenny Cooper. He's just a kid that wants to play football. That's all. But you've turned him into a moving billboard. I mean, geez, the kid's so weighed down with advertising, he can hardly run for the ball.
It's my job to protect and further my client's best interests.
Then take some of the shit off his back, man. Look, your client's best interests are inside his boots, yeah? If you eased off a little with the name tag deals, let the kid breathe, and maybe he'd be able to get back to doing what he does best, scoring goals, for many a season to come, barring injuries, and in the process, making lots of money. Money that you're in for a big slice of.
No more than the going rate.
But if you don't take that shit off his back and quickly, well, think about it, right?
He has a point, actually.
Arrivederci, Kenny. This is getting to be a habit, seeing people off. It's twice this week.
Twice?
Yeah, that reporter fella. He's off to Bergen in a sleeperette.
What?
Well, I told him Kenny Cooper wanted to get away from the pressure. Tough at the top and all that crap, you know. I said Cooper was travelling under the nom de plume of Anderson.
Is there anybody called Anderson on the ship?
Oh, yeah. The captain. I'll tell you something else for nothing. It wasn't very nice what you said to me on the phone.
Well, you rang at a bad moment, you know.
Is that right?
Yes. Well, I'm sorry. Wasn't any big deal, was it?
Well, thing is, I had some vital information for you.
Oh, yeah, what was that?
That tune, Here We Go.
Yeah.
Cowell told me what it was called. It's called The Stars
and Stripes Forever, I know.
Written by some Yank.
John Philip Sousa.
You know everything, don't you?
No, I don't. Oh, by the way, who paid for the ticket to Bergen?
Walter.
Walter?